Welcome to Helen's Log. We're doing an emergency episode, which means if you're hearing this, something has gone incredibly wrong. Me and Holly didn't even think about this.
Holly's stuck in a cave. So
Holly's in a
why
cave.
don't we try and find her?
Holly's in a cave. We're assuming something's gone wrong with my minge or my guts. Something's happened. And we're recording an episode on the 26th of January, 2026.
It's the 28th.
Motherfucker! We're recording an episode on the 28th of January. And this is just like if something goes wrong one week, because we do in general record on the week, that like we have an episode so you guys have something. So we're recording an evergreen episode and we're just going to assume that some things have happened by the time you heard this. Obviously, Prince Andrew is on the throne. No. So we're just gonna general chit chat, and also we're just gonna have to really be careful because we've done the extras already, and we just fully went out there because we were like, who knows if anyone will hear this? And now, oh my god, I didn't tell you the guy's name who I fancy. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna say it now, and then Ollie, you obviously have to beep that. You have to beep this. No. Okay. I didn't think so. He's on the other side to you.
Oh my god, does he kind of have...
Yeah.
Yes, I do know who that is. Okay.
Obviously cut that as well.
Yeah.
Amazing. This is my favourite episode of all time. But this is exciting. Oh my god, play the theme tune.
Welcome to Helen's Log. Log as in a diary. Not Helen's log as in a tree that has been cut. Oh no. Or a toilet or a flume. Double no. Log as in a synonym for diary. It's Helen's log. Trust her, she knows it's Helen's log. The diary. It's a weekly diary podcast and it is called Helen's log.
This is my favourite thing about this is me and Holly obviously chat outside of the podcast, and I'm spending...
Why are you lying?
So, actually, we do. Actually,
I storm out.
Actually, Holly leaves the moment we stop recording.
Silent.
And doesn't even hold the lift for me.
No.
And that's bad.
In fact, I push you out the way.
And pull my hair.
Yeah.
Who pulls hair in 2026?
I don't need to stamp on your foot either, but it's a little touch.
It's actually very funny because I'm like size 9.5 and you're like, what, size 5 feet? 4?
How did you guess that from over here?
It's one of my skills. And then you barely scratch my little toe. you stomp as much as you want. Fucking nothing. Where's your brain, Simon, in your middle toe? Shout out X Factor. But I'm like, I cannot stop with my Healing My Inner Child journal. Holly this morning arrived at a cafe. I was already in Healing My Inner Child in the cafe. I even Googled this morning songs about healing an inner child. And the first one that comes up is obviously Taylor Swift.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, darling, don't you ever grow up, which just made me think like, well, yeah, nice you had a nice childhood that you're like, I wish I could go back to that.
Yeah, no, could not pay me.
Do not fuck it. Like, if I looked at myself, aged 8 or whatever, and be like, oh, don't, like, just stay exactly the way you are right now, I'd be like, someone get this fucking kid out of here.
Yeah.
Give this, like, it's different. Whereas there's an Alex Warren song. Do you know the guy that sings Ordinary?
Who's that?
You know, do an ordinary.
Oh, I hate that song.
I quite like
I hate that song. There's just this like generation of male singers where I'm all like, I'm like, what are you? Ed Sheeran's sperm? Like,
maybe that's why I like it so much.
All sound exactly the same. Music used to be good. I was watching the Fleetwood Mac documentary yesterday, and I was like, these people, this is genius. And now we have like whatever that is.
Okay, I'm really enjoying the new music right now.
But hey, I'm not going to yuck your yum, but I'm just saying.
Do you want to see what I listened to this morning? Do you want to see what I had on the bus this morning?
Yeah.
Okay. I started the day with Aitken, Don't Matter. Nobody gonna see us together.
Hey, no shade to Aitken,
don't matter. No, isn't he like cancelled?
Oh yeah, a lot of shade to Aitken then.
Whoops.
Whoopsie.
Fuck. Okay, then I did Dua Lipa. That's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's okay. Ariana Grande. I love the thank you next. I don't know why, given that I've never had a next because I've never had a thank you because I've never had a relationship.
It's one of those that it's like when it comes on, you're like happy for the girls, aren't you?
I'm just like so empowering. And then I typed in like onto Google like songs for healing your inner child. And I got Never Grow Up, Taylor's version, because I listened to Taylor's version. Like, I'm not a massive Swiftie, but obviously I respect Taylor's version. Dear Daughter by Halestorm. Didn't love. Dear Child, did not like. Very sad. But Alex Warren's song, he says right at the beginning, it's like, I wish I could visit my my younger self and be like, hey, you're only 12. And I thought, that's very beautiful. But maybe that's because I say that in my show. I say you're only 8.
This is a fun game. Shall we see what I listened to?
Yeah.
On the
What
way.
did you listen to this morning?
First one, Brother in Arms, Dire Straits. Then Sultans of Swing, Dire
These are
Straits.
cooler. Okay.
Then I went on to Kate Bush, Oh to Be in Love.
Oh my God, yes.
Then I did Heavy People, Kate Bush.
Great.
And then I went on, then I was feeling quite melancholic. So I went
This
on
woman's
to,
work, Kate Bush?
No, then I went on to Unplugged in New York, Nirvana, The Man Who Sold the World Live.
I don't know that
And then I
song.
got
I'm
his-
sorry.
That's fine.
Is it really good?
Huh?
You didn't listen to any Aitken then?
No, but I will on my way back. You've inspired me.
You know,
Actually, no, I won't because he's cancelled.
You have to listen to the... Oh, yeah. Do you remember this?
I remember that because once there was nobody on my side of the office when I worked at Soho. Everyone was down the other end and they seemed to be having a good time. So I just started playing it on my phone really loudly to get some attention.
That feels like you were triggered in some way.
I was.
Which brings me nicely. Holly, I did a segue.
Whoa, you're like, oh my... In the safety episode as well.
I know, this is going to be the best episode ever. And then we're just going to be like, you know what? All we do from now onwards is safety episode.
Yeah. Segue safety.
Helen's log.
Hi, this is Helen's log, but guess what? There's actually more Helen's log. Where is it, Helen? I'll bloody tell you. It's on fucking Patreon. And if you join us on Patreon, there's an extra episode for every episode of this you listen to. And more than that, you're supporting women. You're believing her. And on Patreon, we talk. And it's beautiful. And it's really fucking special. And it costs £5. Can you believe that? £5? So instead of having that coffee you love having, instead you have coffee at home and you listen to Helen's log. Oh my God, what a life, what a special thing. Thank you so much. This is what I was doing this morning when you came to the cafe is like so let's just quickly just do the concept of the inner child as far as I use it and I understand it. It's something that was mentioned to me in therapy, like casually many times, like, oh, but maybe your inner child's been triggered, or like, let's think about the inner child, or like, maybe she just needed to be seen and heard. And I'd always be like, yeah, okay. But in general, I'd always like, I was not that, like, I just wasn't a fan of myself between the ages of 8 until like 2 years ago. Just wasn't. I was just like, do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I was so frustrated at myself for starting like binge eating and for like pushing people away and for being so I also think, oh my God, amazing how independent I was, but like fucking hell, I left at 16. Like I didn't do any studying.
The frustration thing is so painful. Like being angry at yourself is like really
Why couldn't you just fucking fit in? Why couldn't you just do the stuff and just get and why also, and then so annoyed at the adult version of myself who couldn't let go of stuff, who was still upset about things.
It's so, I do it, everyone does it, but it's that thing, it's like,
to be clear, I don't feel that anymore.
I'm so mean to myself.
So fucking mean. And it's so interesting to approach that from being like, think back to an age where you're like so frustrated with yourself and be like, oh my, like you're 10.
I know.
You're 10.
Yeah.
Why am I'm genuine. I'm actually not pissed off with you. You're 10.
It's also like, can you imagine saying what you would say to your 10-year-old self, like before the like healing bit, to an actual 10-year-old?
Yeah.
You'd be put in jail. Like,
but you always think for yourself, you're like, oh yeah, but that 10-year-old's like, do you know what I mean? That 10-year-old lies. she cheats.
Yeah.
She didn't tell anyone, so obviously it's going to suck because she's just sitting with this by herself. She doesn't ask for help, then it's just going to be awful. But then finally, like over the last 2 years, it's clicked in and I have fucking gone full into it. The inner child stuff. Like, I mean, obviously, if you saw my show, bless her, that stand-up show, I even took my inner child on stage. Like, I'm completely out of control with how beautiful I think it is getting to, like, take care of yourself, but also, like, just slowly let go of things. And not let go in a way of being like, oh, well, it doesn't matter. Being like, that was really bad. And that really sucked. And, like, you did a really good job getting through it. And don't worry, because I'm an adult now and I'm going to...
But how do you actually let go? That's the hard thing. Like, I have no idea.
It is, because it's not something that you can just, like... This is what I hate about it. And anything to do with, like, therapy or, like, psychology is, like, you can't just go in and fix it and then be done. Like, I had a couple of things where I was like... Once I tell someone...
paying for their time. Fix me.
Do you ever have those memories or like...
Why am I not fixed yet?
Do you ever have those memories or like a specific moment maybe that happened to you? Obviously, do not answer this necessarily if you don't want to. But like where you're like, you've really kept it to yourself. You're like, I can't have anyone know this.
Yeah,
or like this
definitely.
thought, right? But then it sort of becomes something over the years where you're like, I need to tell someone. Right, I need to tell a therapist because I feel like if I don't tell someone, then this is holding me back. That's something that it's not necessarily true for everyone, but that's something I had for me where I was like, if I don't tell people about this thing that I do or happened or like, then I'm not going to be able to move on with my life, right?
Yes, yeah.
And then you say it, and obviously, if you've got the right therapist or the right person you say it to, they're just like, okay. And it's actually not that big of a deal.
Yeah,
often.
Completely.
But then
or
also,
they help you
it's still there and you have to work through it. But you think if you say it and you talk about it, then it'll be fixed.
Yeah.
Right? And it doesn't work that way. It's like a slow process. And I think it's the same with like spending time with your inner child. At first, it's so uncomfortable. And oh my God, I'm just going to tell you what I did.
Yeah, please.
Like a vague overview. This, by the way, it will sound like every time I did it, I just sort of like figured it out. It took me like fucking, I'm going to say a decade to get comfortable with this.
Therapy takes ages.
So like, and I've got my Healing the Inner Child, a guided journal that I'm doing right now with me, which is very, very interesting. But I don't know whether I'd jump straight into it if I hadn't already like become familiar with the idea with a therapist. So,
sponsored by Amazon.
Sponsored by Amazon. It doesn't even have the name of the author. It's just called Inward Companion.
Oh,
yeah, very beautiful.
That's a nice name.
And okay, so what's more interesting to know about the inner child or the ideal parent?
Ooh.
So your inner child is like constantly with you. When you feel like you personally have an overreaction to something or there's things you can't let go of, that's often your inner child that's being like triggered, right? Let me think of an example. So the other day, I know you know the context of this, like something happened with a couple of friends where I felt like I'd been left behind.
Yeah.
I felt a bit embarrassed that other people would think I'd been left behind and also left out of something and purposely not told about something. And that made and I saw it. I didn't know about it. I just saw it online and immediately felt like, oh my God, like you don't, oh my God, you didn't want me. I've been left behind. Oh my God. Like I felt embarrassed. I felt like, well, obviously not. You're disgusting. People don't want to hang out with you. And just immediately felt so lonely. But before I would have been like, yeah, because who would want to hang out with you? Like you're a fucking, do you know what I mean? Whereas now I'm like,
I want to hang out with you all the time.
Yeah, actually, me too. I love hanging out with myself now. Actually, yeah, I went on holiday with myself. Of course, I like it a lot. But was like, instead of that, I go like, okay, but when I was younger, I did feel very lonely a lot of the time, right? Because I did spend a lot of, I'm sure, I don't know if I mentioned this before, like I was by myself after school for a couple of hours most days. Like my siblings went to different schools. I would come home, I'd go with myself to school. Like I had a couple of hours, and also I was fiercely independent, but that also meant that I didn't ask for help or talk to anyone because of like various different reasons. So I was just very isolated. And then because of that, you don't want to put yourself out there and say that you need somewhere to hang out at the weekend because you don't want to be at home. So you just get more and more like fucking panic.
Yeah.
So then I get left out of this one thing. And instead of it being like, oh, just like, oh, okay, fine. I'm like, oh my God, of course no one wants to hang out with you. But instead, I sort of go like, what part of me has been triggered here?
Yeah.
So healing to sound like a Gen Z. I cannot tell you how empowering that feels.
I love this for you.
And you're like, why am I so upset? And then you just spend a bit of time with it. You spend a bit of time with that feeling. And that's uncomfortable. I understand that. Maybe a bit of time being like, oh, but like, I understand why you feel that way. And I'm not pissed off that I feel that way. Because obviously you're annoyed when you feel negative about something.
So annoyed.
But instead of being annoyed, you're just sort of like, well, of course you feel that way because this feeling's not new to you and it feels very raw and very painful. It's actually not about that thing that just happened. It's about loads of other things. And then just sort of like reminding that part of yourself that it's like, but I want to hang out with you. That's what other people do. And like, you actually do have a lot of friends.
Yeah.
And then basically everything that I end up doing just ends up with me sitting there with like little me going like, it actually works out okay. Don't worry. That's because that's all you ever want to hear.
So healing.
But that's all you ever need to hear is like, it's actually okay. And like you do some shitty things.
God, you'd be a good therapist. I'm
No.
suddenly here like, God, that really explains why I snapped this morning.
Yeah, of course. Because
Oh,
it's never
dear.
about that. But slowly, like, it is so hard at first because you've got to like really force yourself to go like, why am I so upset? Why is that relationship with this person so tricky? Why is this? And then slowly it becomes second nature where you're just sort of like, oh my God, why am I so emotional about that? But it's also allowing yourself to be annoyed about it. Sometimes, particularly for women, I think, being like, oh my God, we hate feeling angry. That's such a generalization. But a lot of females I know find anger very hard, right? Feeling angry makes them feel bad about themselves for feeling angry, which doesn't help and doesn't allow the emotion to process. And it's sort of like, sometimes it's just sort of going like, actually, yeah, that was really shit. And you are allowed to be angry about that.
Yeah.
And that's okay to be upset. Because I think back at the 14-year-old me who was so angry and so frustrated, but felt like she couldn't show it. Once smashed a glass. Should have done more,
I
actually.
smashed a glass this morning. Oh, not on purpose, I will.
Oh, no, I threw mine against the wall.
I will caveat that. Imagine me just throwing glasses at...
I did it. I wish I did a whole
when
cupboard.
You're 14, you do stuff like, you're just a nightmare, aren't you? Because you are angry about so many things. You don't know how to conduct yourself. You're going through all these changes. You haven't had any life experience.
But also, no one's fucking asking you the right questions, and no one's giving you the, like, obviously when people ask you questions, like, you probably, a lot of teenagers go like, oh, fuck off, like, whatever, and just try and put it away. But the adult should have asked again, and they should have spent time with you.
Once I was so angry at my parents, I must have been, I think I was a bit young. I think I was like 12, so nearly a teenager.
Preteen.
I might have talked about this on the pod before, and I'm sorry for any spoilers, but they were just starting to watch literally the beginning of The Others. Have you seen it?
No.
The Nicole I'm going to spoil
Nicole
the ending
Kidman
for
with
you.
the
she's
little
got
Victorian
kids.
children.
Yeah.
And their ghosts.
They were just starting the film. I don't know why I'd already seen it. I must have been older. And I was so angry at them. I stormed in and I went, they're dead. I stormed up to my room.
Okay. I mean, here's the thing. Beautiful. What a beautiful expression of anger immediately dealt with. And then you carried on with your day.
So much. My dad was so annoyed.
They're dead.
They're all dead.
That's fucking beautiful. I remember being on a family holiday to Hadrian's Wall.
Oh my God. Yeah.
And being like,
Hadrian's
if we wanted to see a fucking wall, we've got fucking loads of these in Fleet. It's the fucking longest drive ever. That's mental. Being like, and my parents are like, we're trying to make happy family memories. And I'm just there like, that's just what the fuck, a pile of stone bullshit.
Teenagers are awful.
Are we awful, or are we just desperately trying to advocate for ourselves? A little bit of both. I think that's
a little
fair.
bit of both, but I always feel, but you know, when you just have guilty memories. I really remember being so like, my parents let me have they went to the neighbours and let me have a house party for my 16th.
Nice.
And they were like, people were sort of starting to arrive and my parents were still in the house. And I remember being like, get out, Mom. And like, I feel so mean when I think about that because she's the best.
She is the best, but you don't have to feel. I mean, you wouldn't do that now. You wouldn't do that now.
No, I do.
But
Yes, I do. No.
You had so many hormones coursing through your body.
No, I know.
And you were just doing what you felt like you needed to do to fit in for
Also,
whatever reason.
It's so funny what you remember. It's like they probably don't remember.
The memory thing is also like so tricky because you have to like remember difficult situations. Like we were talking before we started recording about like having to like think about specific memories that make you, the memories that make you go like, oh no, like physical body reaction. Like I don't want to think about that. And it's like, it's important to spend time with those memories to sort of like process them. It's just so fucking comfortable. But the problem is it's so fucking interesting.
It is really interesting.
I think that's why I'm so into it, is like how fucking interesting it is and fascinating it is and how beautiful it is to be able to go like, oh my God, that's fine. Like to look at yourself and go like, oh, that's okay. Yeah. Obviously you had that reaction. And sometimes you're just impressed by yourself. I have been overwhelmed
really impressed by you.
By how I'm impressed by every fucking person, but I'm very impressed by younger Helen. Sometimes I'm just sort of like, oh, things I used to fucking hate about myself so much. Like, particularly the rejection of people. I was like, you don't fucking love me. I don't fucking love you. Like, just absolutely, like, not letting anyone near me. And then I'm just sort of like, dang, the resilience of that kid. Like, obviously, in an ideal world, she wouldn't have done it. And she wouldn't have had to have done it, but maybe she felt like she had to. And I'll never fully know every single step of that brain. But dang.
I know.
You moved really young. Like, that's impressive. You were very independent. You traveled around India by yourself when you were 19.
That is amazing.
Backpacking. You moved countries. You learned a different language. Like,
that is
what a kid.
Huge. What a kid.
What a fucking kid. And all of that by yourself. No partner, no supports. Like, obviously support in, like, there's people, but, like...
It is weird when you think about stuff like that, especially in your early 20s and late teens, where you're like, oh my God, I was absolutely fearless. So fearless.
But were we? Or were we just, like, so driven by the fear of being nothing?
I think I was driven by hormones. Yeah. I think I was just I just didn't care about stuff. I just wanted to be cool and I wanted
oh my God, the want to be cool.
I wanted to be friends with everyone to the point where like, and I think I particularly hate people that do this now if I think they're doing it, because I used to do it and really learnt my lesson and now really value my close friendships, because I used to, as a teenager, I'd be like, obviously I loved everyone in my school year. They're my like best friends now. Yeah. But I would like social climb to the year above and be like, I'm going to go to a party with them. And I would do that at sixth form. I'd be friends with like the older boy or the boys from sixth form or whatever. And I did that sort of in my 20s as well, early 20s. And then really like learnt my lesson and was like, no, I'm not going to do that anymore. And then reverted back to being like, I'm just going to concentrate on the people that have been there
People
forever.
Still do it now in our 30s.
No, but that's what
I mean, I know we can probably think of the same
Yeah, we are.
But like,
I hate that in people because, or I don't hate it. I just feel almost like, I'm like, oh, well, they haven't learnt my lesson yet.
Mm-hmm. But then I would think like, why did you feel the need to do that? Because that's a lot of work to put yourself through instead of just getting to hang out with the friends that you had at that time. And it's like that need for...
I don't regret it though, because I just like having loads of friends. And it meant I had loads of interesting experiences while having the experiences with the good friends I have now. But I was just a maniac. I honestly...
Social climbing is exhausting as well.
But also as a teenager, is it social climbing? I think I had so much
just trying to fit in and just have as many friends as possible.
I was bouncing off the walls all the time.
Me too.
Just like...
Well, no, as an adult, not as a kid.
And just like the stuff you do, we were talking about this today, like the stuff me and my friends used to do It's just so funny. If I ever have kids, I kind of want them to have the same experience. I just don't want to know about it. Like being
Wait, what do you mean? Like as far as like friendships go?
So like with me and my friend, like we would obviously like all like save up our lunch money so we could like buy booze, and then we would like
So
not
cool.
only because we were like in London, like not only would we like go like drinking, we would be going like as 14-year-olds, 15-year-olds to like squat raves and like all this kind of all the stuff of nightmares for
So
kids.
fucking cool.
And yet everyone would be like, oh, yep, we're just at like Molly's again, staying the night. Whatever. My mum once said to me, oh, I'm sure they will never listen, and also can't get in trouble for it now.
Yeah.
But my mum...
Please, Holly's 32. Please do not tell her off for this now.
My mum came back from my parents' evening once and just was like, said that... I said that like one of the mums came up to her being like, you must be sick of the sight of Stephanie. She's at yours every weekend. My mum came home and she was like, who's Stephanie? Because everyone would lie about whose house, like my house was the scapegoat and also my friend Molly's house. Because they knew our parents were way low.
But your mum didn't dob Stephanie in then and there?
No, she didn't.
Babe.
I know. She
was like, I need to get the context before I do anything.
Yeah. But she didn't she never dobbed her in.
No.
She was like, I'm going to stay out of it.
I wish I was as cool and free-spirited as you as a teenager.
No, I think it's weird. I think it is a London-centric
wanted to. Yeah, I think there's more opportunities in London. Like we would go to Basingbourne Park or the Views Park behind the Harlington Centre, the Hart Civic Centre, and like maybe drink an Echo Falls. Like it wasn't.
We love an Echo Falls,
but there wasn't like access to anything else really. But I remember like I kind of wanted to be badder than I was, or I wanted my mum to be worried about me, like I was badder than I was. I remember her being like, "No, I trust you. You've got nice friends. Like you can do whatever you want." And I remember being like,
a better way. I think that's a better way to be.
100%. But for some reason, I wanted her to be like, get in line. And she was like, no. Like, I think she knew my friends and me were kind of losers. like, she was definitely more rebellious and cooler than I was as a teen. So I think, if anything, she was like, oh, for fuck's sake. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you're so dull. And then, like, even if I, like, moved to London when I was 16, it wasn't like I was running away. I just sort of said, like, oh, I'm going to move. And they'd be like, okay, yeah, do you need a lift? Like, don't worry, we're not going to get anything bad. Like, the worst thing you're going to do is eat too much peanut butter.
You must have had to ask for lifts all the time in Fleet.
Yeah, of course.
Because I don't think we didn't have a car, and like obviously I just had access to buses and
yeah, no,
kind of
there's
free travel.
Like 4 buses in Fleet. One goes to Aldershot, one goes to Quetta Park. Like, yeah. There's not really.
I want to go to Fleet.
It's like a 40-minute walk to the station.
A podcast trip to Fleet.
What do you want to see? The Basingbourne Park.
I want to see Fleet.
I would fucking love to go back to the house I grew up in. I'm very curious about that, particularly with like doing all this inner child stuff, because it's like there's one exercise in this that I did in Thailand, but it's about like this picturing the space you're in. Like, or like your childhood bedroom, like picture yourself there. Like, what does it look like? What brings you comfort in it? Like a lot of it is just sort of going like, what did you enjoy at that age? You know, what brought you joy? What brought you comfort? And that sort of stuff. And I was like, oh my God, I actually do remember a phase of my bedroom when it was like orange and yellow.
Did you live in the same house for all your childhood?
From like 4 till like 18, 19-ish.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, back and forth thing. Yeah,
See,
same
I didn't
house.
Have that.
Yeah, so I've got like,
so much.
I changed bedrooms in it.
Yeah, like
we did a loft conversion. We did a loft conversion. Yeah, and there was a spare bedroom, and I moved into the spare.
That's great.
Because my parents moved up into the loft conversion, and then I moved into their old room. Do you know why?
Why?
I had an ensuite. Isn't that bananas?
You had an ensuite as a teenager? That is
the best thing of all time.
That is the stuff of dreams.
The best thing of all time. For a kid dabbling with bulimia, yeah.
Wow.
Hello.
Wow.
Hello. And I didn't even ask. I just moved my stuff in.
Yeah, fair enough.
What a fucking brat. Everyone was out and I was like, what guest? Well, guess. And then my parents came back and they were like, what the fuck? And I was like, if we have a guest, I shall leave.
Yeah.
I shall leave whenever there's a guest. And I stuck to that. And it was a big room. It was a big old room.
That's amazing.
And like, we've talked about this before, my favourite pastime as a teenager was rearranging my room and redecorating. Did you do this? I've got a couple of friends that were like this. Like, all I ever wanted to do was move the wardrobe. Like, put different paint on the walls, put up different posters and pictures. Like, I was forever. It was like I was my room was the Sims house. Like, all I ever wanted was like a new rug. I was mad.
I didn't ever I wasn't that in. No.
Oh my God, moving my bed to face a different direction, out of control. Like, if there was even mention that someone had to go to IKEA in the house, I would be on it like a fucking dog with a bone. Like, we're going IKEA. I still love it now.
Oh, I love that. I
want to redo my bookshelves.
Ooh.
I just need to wait for the perfect afternoon, and then I can just get everything out, and then I need to it needs to be rearranged.
Did you build your bookshelves? Or...
No, I just got like 6 shitty shelves up, and then I got like there's other random shelves.
Were they already there though? Or...
No, I put them up in the flat.
Okay.
Well, I didn't put them up. A man I hired did. I'm sorry. Thank you to that man, of course. I wish I would be able to do it, but I can't do it nice and straight. But
I can't do it nice and straight. If I tried to put shelves up, it would just be like they would be going diagonal. So,
but isn't that sad that was what I was thinking? Like, what did I enjoy as a child? It was like rearranging.
I don't think that's sad. I think that's
just so excited about the promise of like once
creative.
This is up, everything will be okay.
No. God, I don't remember. What did I? Oh no, I did enjoy decorating when we moved into our because we were renting, and then we finally, I think they bought somewhere when I was like 14.
Yeah,
nearby. So I finally got to decorate my room, and I loved it.
What colour did you go for? Come on, 14.
It was like it was blue, but like a sort of dark, not completely dark, but like
navy-ish.
Kind of like sort of like a bit darker than that, or a bit more turquoise than that. Sort of like that.
Oh my God, like the couch.
But I had one wallpaper wall that I'd found.
You had a feature wall.
Yeah.
Yes. Slay. But
it was the wallpaper I'd found that I'd used for my MySpace background. And I loved it, and I just found it and my parents let me order some, so there were like 3 strips, and it was like had these like it was like that same. Oh no, it was literally that shade of blue. Here.
Beautiful.
And then like
okay, we're talking
pink.
like a slightly muted peacock blue.
Yeah, and then had like sort of like fuchsia color pink, big flowers on it as well.
Fuck, you
like
went for
now
it.
I would never. And also my lampshade was absolutely disgusting, but we will.
Okay, I don't remember obviously when I was a baby what my room was like, but I remember the first time I decorated my room or like had an input.
Yeah.
I went full 101 Dalmatians.
Did you?
And I mean like fucking full in. Like half the room wallpapered, spots, like literal like Dalmatian skin. Then a border, which was a proper Disney border of 101 Dalmatian characters, and then the top half painted yellow. Oh, I loved it. I don't think I got the 101 Dalmatians bedspread, but I think my mum would make like stuff, and she made like we'd buy like yellow fabric, and she'd make like and I had a little beautiful little single bed, and I had an alarm clock, and I remember getting an alarm clock and feeling so grown up because I could set an alarm clock.
Why is getting an alarm clock the most amazing thing?
And mine looked like a 60s TV. It was pink and like a TV from the 60s.
Mine projected what time it was onto the roof.
Holy fuck, you awesome kid.
I know.
Did you ever have stars, blue tacked on?
When I was very, very, very little, yeah.
Cool. Fucking cool.
But they are cool. Actually, the house that I'm subletting at the minute, they have a 5-year-old, and there were like in some of the rooms there are those like glow in the dark stickers, and it's really really cute to see.
Those things that you had to have growing up as my age, lava lamp.
I never had a lava lamp.
I
really wanted one though.
Ted, my brother had a lava lamp.
What about the little alien things?
Yeah, obviously.
That's all I can
the
remember.
aliens you put back to back.
That can have babies, apparently.
That one kid that can fucking do, what's it called? When you cut in cesarean. That one kid who's like, I can do cesareans. And he's like, you're just cutting into nothing. It's just slime. Everyone had a fucking Vera Drake on the playground. Who was like, I've got this one really plucky year 4.
I really, really remember my teacher, my primary school teacher, absolutely losing their shit because we came in and there was an alien stuck to one of those aliens stuck to the ceiling, and then it just dropped, and then it's like, this is it. Nobody can bring them in.
They were so addictive. Other stuff I wanted in my room was like, do you remember those like UFO satellites? And it was like the little plastic straws and then light would come out the end, like fiber optic sort of a thing.
No.
And I thought that was, oh my God, I thought it was fucking awesome. And there was also a ball that went really bunched up and then you could pull on it. And it was like kinetic.
Oh, I loved those things.
And like you could get inside of it because it was big enough, but then it would go down really small and then you go really big.
Oh my God.
I don't know what it was called, but Hannah Cohen had one. I remember every toys that my friends had that I was like, that's fucking slay.
Oh, I was so jealous of anyone with a PlayStation.
Yeah.
I wasn't allowed I wasn't allowed PlayStation. I wasn't allowed computer games, nothing like that.
Never.
Until I saved up my own pocket money to buy The Sims.
Wow.
And then lost about a year of my life playing
minimum.
Sims. Minimum. Yeah.
Rosebud, exclamation point, semicolon.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's thrilling. Hours and hours. And then finally I uploaded maybe too many DVDs and it went onto it and it broke, and then my life started, I would say. I went outside finally.
You needed it to end.
I needed it to end. I was just starting year 7. I needed to make friends.
I remember thinking styrographs are really cool. Is that what it's called? With the pen and it goes round and it makes these incredible patterns.
That's cool now.
I would love to get a styrograph set now. If someone gave that to me for my birthday, I think I'd cry.
It would be amazing.
It's like full. That's healing your inner child. That getting yourself something when
child.
You're like, oh, I needed that.
Maybe I'll get a Tamagotchi.
I actually got given a Tamagotchi for my birthday like a couple of years ago.
Really?
But I talked about it so much leading up to my birthday. I think I got 4. I got 4. And then maybe it was Christmas Day and I had like 4 or 5 Tamagotchis and I was exhausted.
I was
an exhausted mother. I was like an adult with that many Tamagotchis. My brother gave me a Furby for Christmas a couple of years ago.
Oh my God, a Furby.
But she had locked-in syndrome. It was awful.
Oh no.
Yeah. She would just sing to herself, but I couldn't access her because it was like a modern Furby through an app, but the app no longer existed.
Oh.
So then I tried to do this government petition for it. But no, she just had locked-in syndrome. So she would just sing to herself, not knowing what was happening, and I couldn't access her.
Oh, I never got a Furby and I was so sad.
Oh my God. Maybe that's your inner child's pain. So whenever something doesn't go right for you in life,
get a Furby.
You have to buy yourself a Furby.
Great, I'll do that. Or I remember having I have such a core memory.
But I hear it now. Our wants are so random. Like,
So
obviously
random.
our parents are going to be like, no, obviously not. Like, we can't.
I remember
Go
sitting on the ground. You know when you see those kids having a proper tantrum?
Meltdowns.
I
yeah.
must have been about 3, and I remember this, and I still feel ashamed, even though I was like 3 or 4.
You know, tiny.
Having an absolute meltdown because my mum, obviously quite rightly, refused to buy me a £20 giant Meowth. Pokemon
Such
Meowth.
a reasonable no.
Yeah.
Such a reasonable
and
no.
I remember clutching the Meowth and the Pikachu, being like, but they have to be friends. And she was like, I am not buying either of these for you. They are £20, 20 English pounds, which now would be like, what, 80?
I want to hold you both in my heart though, because I think it's such a reasonable no, but I also think you were 3 and that was such a reasonable request as well. Because you're 3 and also yeah, they should go together.
But I would.
I mean, they shouldn't, because obviously Meowth is part of Team Rocket and Pikachu's part of Ash, which doesn't make any sense. But in your head, if they come together, you can make everything better and no one has to fight anymore.
But you know, when you'd feel so sorry, you'd feel like I would feel like panicked if my toys were like separated, because I'd be like, oh no, they're friends.
I still feel that now as an adult.
Sometimes I do worry. I feel guilty about stuff.
I feel guilty about like clothes that don't get worn, and I'm like, you've got to.
Oh no, that I'm just like.
You've got to live your life. You need to go to the charity shop. You need to go to the clothing bank right now.
I love giving stuff. Because
you've been ignored.
Minimizing my wardrobe is my new favorite thing.
That's a rearranging thing as well.
Yeah,
like before
the move, I got rid of basically half my wardrobe, maybe 3/4 of it, and it felt amazing.
The possibility of a reset.
It's amazing.
I'm obviously like writing a bit about it, and it was like I talked about it in my show, but it's like just the hopefulness of like what I will be once this is done.
I know.
Fuck. Hell. Once my room's rearranged, once I get to this size, once I'm maybe friends with that group of people, once I'm...
Yeah, I used to be like that big time.
Oh my, I still have it as an adult. I have to like check myself. Like, even like buying a flat last year, I was like, once I've bought a flat, then everything.
Or once I've done that, it's mad. It's like this, just chasing something that's never going to happen. Once you get there, you're like... Oh, I'm still miserable. Fine.
Once I have a partner, once done live at the Apollo, once I do a new show, once I'm in Australia, that was a big one. Once I'm in Australia.
Once I do the curly girl method.
I bet that resonates with people listening. Once I've done once I figured out the curly girl method.
Of course.
Once my skin clears up.
It's an unachievable goal, I've decided.
But also you're gonna get there and there's still something else.
Yeah.
But as a kid, it would have been like, once I get this Meowth. So of course you're gonna have a breakdown. You're 3.
Do you know what's really healing actually? Just going back to clothes. Finally getting rid of stuff that you were like, I have not worn this for 5 years. I know it was my favorite thing when I was 25, but it doesn't fit anymore, and you're just never going to pick it up. Just give it away. And
having a wardrobe of things that fit is one of the most beautiful things you can do for yourself.
It's amazing.
And bras that make you feel good, not what you think looks good.
I know.
Like everything being like, everything in here fits me and everything feels comfortable. Oh my God, it's so special.
I used to be I think I'm quite paranoid as well, because my grandma on my dad's side was an actual hoarder. Like, to the point, like, you couldn't really get into her house.
Okay,
hoarded. I saw her, like, when my auntie and uncles were, like, trying to clean out her house when she was still alive.
Yeah.
I saw her go sneak round the back, go to the skip and take out some broken clothes hangers and take them back in. And I was like, that can never be me. Never be me. But it was catching me up. And then finally being like, Holly, you don't need these trousers. You've had them since you were 16. You've since hit puberty. It's not going to happen. Like,
hey,
just give
there's
away.
Also a nostalgia with things that can be hard to let go of.
No, but like I just think you can get nostalgia in so much other stuff.
Hey, letting go of things is tough. I'm letting go of smoking again right now.
Which is amazing.
Tough. Because there's a nostalgia with that as well. Like, I can't have fun if I don't have a cigarette, or I won't be able to be comfortable in that situation without a cigarette. Like, I mean, right now I'm fine, but like, I know this evening I'll want a cigarette because I'll be at a gig and I'm used to smoking. Like, I mean, I've quit before, so I can do, like, it's easier this time.
You can definitely do it, but it's hard when you're trying to do lots of stuff
But it's letting go of something that feels very comfortable, but also something that doesn't make me feel good. Also, like, if you think back to yourself when you're younger, it's like, that 10-year-old does not deserve to smoke. That, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not that I did, but just that feeling of being like, why would I do that to you? Why am I doing it to myself?
What's the longest you've gone without smoking?
Last year, 7 months.
Wow. That's amazing.
January, like, 6th or something, I think it was.
And do you go, like,
till end of July,
not going onto vapes? Like,
no vaping. Wow. Because I know I'd get addicted to vaping, and I think vaping is harder to quit because the access to it is so high.
So addicted. Like,
you vape everywhere.
Yeah.
You can vape. I mean, you can't, but you can, right? People vape everywhere. So, like, for me, like, I wouldn't be having a cigarette right now, even if I was still smoking.
Yeah, of course.
But
Whereas,
people would vape in here, I bet.
yeah, of course.
100%.
But it's like, even in the I just it can't be good for you.
No, but it's also like there's a vice then. Do you know what I mean? Like,
People need, but I do think like it's dangerous to be like, I'm gonna stop. When people overload themselves, like, I'm gonna stop this, and this, it just leads to disaster.
yeah, which is, and it of course it leads to disaster, but it's so exciting thinking about the possibility. Like, by Monday, I'm going to be a non-smoker. I'm going to eat like this. I'm going to exercise like this. I'm going to work. Oh my God, like procrastination bullying is just such a real thing.
It's, yeah.
Like being like, oh, why am I fucking in bed at 9:30? And it's like, you're in bed at 9:30 because you work nights, because you gig in the evenings.
Exactly.
Like, why are you annoyed at yourself being in bed at 9:30? Obviously, be in bed until at least fucking 10. Obviously.
Exactly.
Minimum.
I don't feel any shame being in bed till like
Do you not?
10. No.
That's really beautiful.
Never. I would never. I'm always just like, I do a lot. It's fine.
That's
But I think
so
it's
beautiful.
rare that I'm staying in bed till that late.
I always think I'm being so fucking lazy, and then I have to catch myself every now and again.
You're the least lazy person I know.
That
true, you're always doing something.
My immediate feeling now is I want to list all the lazy things I do, but I'm
Yeah.
also like, no, I'm not lazy, so I'm going to allow that. Thank you very much.
It's true, you're not lazy, but I have the exact same fit. Being perceived as lazy is one of my biggest fears. And it's like, and I don't know where that's come from.
Yeah.
But do you think it's a gendered thing?
Maybe. I wish as well when people go like, oh, no, I'm better now at taking days off. Like I was just saying to you, I think before we recorded, it's like on Friday I've got no meetings. I've got no gig in the evening.
Oh,
so I want to go see Hamnet. And I was just asking before we
Don't
started.
go in the morning though.
That's the thing, is it's showing at 11:40. It's going to ruin the whole day.
No, I don't know actually.
I do know what happens.
Just do something nice afterwards. It's an amazing.
So I would probably go for a coffee and cake at my new favourite cafe.
Yeah, do that. I think you'll be fine.
Okay.
It's very, very sad and emotional,
I bet.
but sometimes it's quite nice to have a cry.
Yeah, and I've only cried once this week so far.
Yeah, it's fine.
And that was in therapy, so that's like I'm paying to cry.
Exactly. If you don't cry, it's a waste of your money.
But then I want to be able to enjoy taking time to do that, but I still have to remind myself when I'm taking like a day off, as it were, that like you should take a day off and you should enjoy it, instead of being like, okay, well, I'm taking today off. Sorry, someone's leaving me a voicemail, but I think it's the bathroom people. It's like, you should fucking take a day off because you don't work 24/7. No one should work like that. But instead of being able to just enjoy the day off, I'm having to like remind myself that it's like, but tomorrow you're going to work really hard. It's going to be fine. And I think that's like something I need to work on, is just enjoying the day off. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Or was that just, is this the hardest episode to listen to, with me just diving into stuff, half saying, half not?
No, it makes sense. But I'm the exact same. I find it very hard to just be like, okay, you've done a lot this week. Like, you don't need to like go for a run this morning. You don't need to do this. Just actually rest. Like, sit down and rest. Like, have a day. Because sometimes you do. And like, I can tell when you're getting to that point where you're so tired, you're like, it's just like you do so much that you get yourself to the point of literally not being able to do anything, of like just having to like sort of just lie still for a day, and then you feel bad about that. But that's not even proper resting, because it's like
you're punishing
yourself up
yourself
for it and feeling lazy and like, yeah.
I think this chat is very healing. And you know what?
I think it is really healing.
I think I'm about to segue.
Whoa.
You're going to love this. Tell you what we're talking about right now, though, is sort of going like, I'm not going to beat myself up about that. I'm going to be nicer to myself about stuff. What you're doing there is healing your inner child by doing the second phase of it, which is becoming the ideal parent. By the way, that phrase I think is quite difficult for people, because it sounds like you're trying to replace your parents. It's literally not about that. It's just you being nicer to yourself and you being a parent to yourself, and an ideal parent.
Oh, that's lovely.
So it's not like that your parents did badly, so you need to redo it. Like, I think for some people maybe it's that, but in general it's just the thing of being like, why are you being so mean to yourself?
Yeah.
Why are you not allowing yourself to have a nice thing? And it's just sort of like, and obviously for a lot of people, that resonates with a parent. So it's like, why can you not just be gentle with yourself? And there's so much about internal family systems, which you will probably learn in your own therapy journey. But let me just find with connecting with the ideal parent, because there's like core qualities that are very interesting. So these are like there's 8 of them, like 8 qualities of an ideal parent, which are just things that it's like, oh yeah, no, I would, let's say, picture your best friend, or like the person that you're like, I don't want anything bad to ever happen to you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what you should think about yourself. Like, I want life to be good for Holly, right? Because she deserves it to be good. She's good and it shouldn't be awful. And then, oh my God, like I hate that I'm not nice to Holly sometimes, right? Sometimes I'm like, why am I being so lazy? I'm talking as in you talking to yourself, right?
Yeah.
So these
not
are just...
you just being like, Holly, why are you so lazy?
Or like, why do you think you need to fit into those clothes or eat like this? Or why do you feel the need to do that thing that you don't want to do, or hang out with that person you don't want to hang out with? Or why do you feel like you're not achieving enough or too old to start doing something new? Crazy. So then these are some of the qualities, and then I'm just going to read them out, and then maybe they'll resonate with one of you. So there's calmness, which is like a serenity regardless of circumstances, and the ability to react to triggering situations mindfully. So it's like, is that a quality that I would love to be able to have with myself? Some of these people just have innately, which is amazing. Confidence. This one I ticked because I was like, oh, beautiful. I actually have one of these. The ability to stay fully present in a situation and effectively handle anything that happens. Growth that comes from healing past traumas and understanding that life includes making mistakes. Like, I definitely feel like I've got that. Like, I'm like, every mistake has been so beautiful and useful.
Yeah. And
like, I have a confidence to be like, you could hit me with something else and I reckon I'd be grand. Like,
that's amazing.
I can handle it. Not a bus, obviously.
Yeah.
And then clarity is the ability to perceive situations clearly without distortion caused by beliefs, able to remain objective in situations where you have an interest in the outcome. That one I'm terrible at, and I think most of my friends are, if I'm honest. And if you listen to this, yeah, I mean you are terrible at clarity. My ability to see something for exactly what it is instead of catastrophizing or making it worse, or like worrying in my head what other people are thinking.
I would,
Zero. And I would fucking...
Mine is minus numbers.
Oh my God. And I can do it for other people. All of my friends can. Like, I'll be explaining a situation, they'll be like, yeah, that's literally not a thing. That's absolutely fine. And I've been agonizing over it, not sleeping. And when they come to me, I'm like, that's literally, you're totally in the right. That's normal. Just have that feeling and move on. To do that for myself, 0. Courage, which is having the strength to overcome threats, challenges, or danger. Taking responsibility for one's actions and being willing to reflect and improve on the past. Very beautiful. But that's just like, I think that having the courage to even go to therapy or think about it or start these conversations is that. This one I think is so fucking tricky, but other people will be like, no, it's not, is curiosity, which is basically, I'll read out what it says, but what I think about it, a strong desire to non-judgmentally explore and learn something new about a topic, situation, or person, to have a sense or wonder about the world. For me, being non-judgmental about myself and other things I've done and about some situations when I was younger and how they were handled is the hardest thing.
Yeah.
I come with so much judgment.
Me too.
So much judgment.
So, like, yeah.
And I am so uncomfortable with other people being judgy. But
if you could put it into what I feel like the judgment I put on myself, if I could put it into words, it would be like in bold word art with flames around it.
Yeah.
The word judgment.
And I love this phrase with like having a curiosity about it.
Yeah.
Instead of being judgy, being like, oh, I'm curious why I felt the need to do that, or I'm curious about that. And like my ideal parent, I think, would be curious to try and figure it out. Not be like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Instead of be like, oh, what's happening there?
Yeah.
Very beautiful. And then you got compassion, of course, creativity, which is sort of like a flow state of ideas, and then connectedness, which is like feeling very connected to others and lowering defenses and allowing companionship to be part of a team, community, organization, or group. Obviously, I'm figuring out connectedness still. But those are the ideal parent qualities. And that is the end of our evergreen episode.
I hope this has made everyone feel safe. Our safety episode.
Do you reckon people are just going to comment underneath it being like, this is your safety episode, you fucking mentally ill bitches. You fucking mentally ill bitches with your inner children. You know what I do with your inner child? I'd fucking flap her up. That's what I fucking do. Horrendous.
I'd give her a good bullying.
I'd give her a good bullying. She deserves it.
Yeah.
And both of us just reading that being
Ugly
like,
little dog.
I don't judge you because there's a reason that you have to be like that. All I want is if this episode ever goes out for like a couple of Gen Zers to comment going, this is really beautiful. Please. And a millennial to be like, me too.
And a boomer to go, fuck
Yeah,
off.
we were trying our best, you
Fuck
fucking
off.
moany bitches.
Women going on again.
That's actually ideal. If you're a Gen Z and you're listening to this, please comment and say, like, this is very beautiful. That would mean a lot. That would mean a lot. Okay, happy whatever year it is and time of maybe Easter. Happy Easter.
Maybe.
Happy Easter, Merry Christmas. Goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you so bloody much to our loggers. Can we say thank you to you? And if you're listening to this and you're like, who should I thank for this podcast, for this wonderful time each week? You need to thank and send love to all of these sweet people. And here are their bloody names. Are you ready for this? I'm going to go back to my voice because I don't know why I'm doing that voice. Here we go. It's Aisling McGlinchey, Alex McPugh. I should have swallowed before I started reading, of course. We're going to go again. Aisling McGlinchey, Alex McPugh, Amy Sheppered, Amy Fitzgerald, Anthony Conway, Asa, Bonnie Drough, Catriona Windsor, Charley, Charlie T, Charlotte Weemes, Charlotte Weemes. Weemes? Have I ever said that one before? Who knows? Claire Owen-Jones. It says Charlotte Weemes. I swear, are you a Charlie Weemes? I feel like you're a I don't. You know what? It's your truth. Claire Scott. Did I say Claire Owen-Jones? I'm saying it again. Claire Owen-Jones, Claire Scott. I'm hoping you're still friends and you've made friends. Chris S, Daisy Longshaw, Dean Michael, Tim and Dom. Tim and Dom, how the fuck are you? I hope life is treating you as kindly as you bloody deserve. You're brilliant people. David Hunter, you too. Sweet Dougie Robertson, who comes and sits at the front at Soho Theatre and brings people with them. Dylan Moorhead, L. Watson. I can't do this for everyone. Okay, right. Emilie, Emma, Fayt, Grady, Gemma, Helen A, Jack Blomfield, James Goulding, Jan, Gemma Anglesea, Jen Aitken, Jessica Allan, Jessica Badge, you also do that. You come and sit at the front and hand out beautiful postcards. Me and Alison Spittle spoke about you behind your back the other day. Jocelyn Hughes, Josie Perkins, Kate Thompson, Catherine, Kelly C, Chloe, Christine Martin, Lisa G, Lizzie Fort, Luke Bright, Meg Hamilton. Like Alexander, of course. Melissa, Natalie Ford, Neil Redmond, Nikki Stefanoff, Noelle Bucher, who I thought of this morning because you have a very similar surname to the person who discovered Petra after all those years. Olivia, Peter New, Rachel Smith, Rebecca Locke, River, Rochelle Harker, Sadie Cashmore. Sadie, by the way, thank you for messaging me my reminder to book my driving lessons. No one else did. And I'm pretty sure I asked on the podcast to remind me to book driving lessons. I haven't booked them, but I was reminded. And that's what really matters. Oh, shit. Sadie Cashmore, Sally Galula, Sammy Duke, Sarah Bell, Sarah Deakin, Scarlett Scrimshaw, Serena Painting, Simon Moores, Subi Lynch, Sophie Chivers, Stephanie Catraccia, Stephen Chicken, Tamsin Smith Harding, Tina Lindsay, Trina McSy. Thank you guys so much, and I will do a normal reading next time. That's not true, and you know I'm lying to you. I love you so much. Goodbye.